Jackie with your All Access interview. I'm here with Kevin of Knuckle Puck, here on what feels like day 85 of Cincinnati Stop and Fans Warped Tour. How's the tour going so far?
It's good.
Good.
It's, like you said, pretty tiring, but it's awesome. It's a lot of fun.
Lots of driving this time around.
Yeah.
Where's up next? Canada?
Yeah, Toronto tomorrow, and then I think Maryland the day after, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that makes a total straight line over and over again. Describe your fans out there Knuckle Puck sound.
I think now we kind of we sound pretty fall along the lines of like a pop-up band, but I think with the new music we have coming out, it's a little bit different than I think what I guess we fit into before. We're still the same band, but I think a lot of our aspects are just like we're going to be a better band this time around. I guess just everything sounds better, with some different flares put in there,
What inspired sort of the new direction? Pardon that pun.
It's okay.
After it came out of my mouth, I was like,
I don't know. I think we just want we want enough leeway to kind of write more different music in the future. So we thought, why not start now? Start kind of doing different things here and there while still being the same band. So just as artists, we have more creative leeway. So we really just wanted to free up how we write music in the future. Honestly, at least that's how I thought of it.
that's what they're telling you is okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So you mentioned you're currently writing new songs for now?
Oh no, we already have the full length done, but we're going to be printing it out at the end of this month, which is in like 2 weeks.
And what's the title of that new full length?
Copacetic.
Copacetic. All right. So do you have an official date, or is it
July 31st?
July 31st. So that's coming up very, very soon.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, sooner than I thought.
What were some things or some people that inspired your song lyrics?
I know, I don't write the lyrics personally, but I know this time around it wasn't necessarily about kind of broken relationship. It was about a lot of different things, whether it was about a family member or a specific significant other at now at the time. Because a lot of the songs still kind of have somewhat darker tones, but I think an overall message or vibe is that here's what's bothering me, but at the end of the day, I feel fine. My life's pretty good.
So they're fairly autobiographical, biographical.
Yeah.
And I think the message that you just mentioned, I think it's really great, especially for all of the kids out of Warped Tours. That's very relatable.
Yeah.
And it's an important message to say, yeah, I deal with stuff, but I am okay.
Yeah.
I like that idea as well. So have you played any new songs yet?
We've only played one so far.
Which one?
It's called The Stain, but there's 3 new songs out right now, but we've only been playing one song.
How's the reception been so far?
Good. It's been good.
Plans for another music video?
Hopefully sometime soon. I would like to.
What are the benefits of releasing a music video in 2015 when there isn't a dedicated channel anymore?
YouTube, it's great, honestly. It's such a good substitute for MTV or anything like that. Honestly, I think it works just as well, and it's just a perfect platform for stuff like that. A lot more people are really active on YouTube than I thought were. Especially people actually comment on stuff, which I never would have done that in a million years, but apparently it has some appeal to it because a lot of people do it.
Yeah. That's where we'll be. So
Okay, cool.
we're going to add you to more YouTube.
Nice.
With all of the fans out here, especially since it's sort of this venue as well is very widespread, you've got kids walking all around. How do you sort of grab their attention and maintain it so they stay and watch your set?
I think with people walking by, I always if I'm ever just kind of standing still and playing, I always think I should probably move around because this doesn't really look appealing. If you move around more, it's more fun for you. You don't get bored. So I feel if someone's walking by and they kind of see you having fun, and we truly are having fun, so it's nice to showcase it more, especially in a setting like Warped Tour. So we try to do that a lot to kind of attract people's eyes because we're not climbing out of build the what's it called?
The rafters.
Yeah, we're not doing stuff like that, but I think if we can just show people that we're having fun with their set, they'll want to have fun with us.
That'll definitely make a good impression.
Yeah.
This is not your first Warped Tour, correct?
No, it is.
It is your first Warped Tour. Okay, so this has been several weeks now, so you're kind of into the flow.
Yeah.
So that's good. you mentioned before with YouTube, social media is pretty important now. Is there a platform that you prefer? Do you guys take turns?
Over the years, Twitter has kind of like just been the most important. While like Facebook kind of like is going down for us. Like Twitter is, it's so much easier to reach out to people on Twitter than it is on Facebook. So I definitely prefer Twitter. We use that a lot. And Facebook's now, it's just like, I used to post every day, and now it's just like, we'll do every 2 days now. Like, it just doesn't have that same like pop as it used to.
Especially when you have no idea who's going to see it.
Yeah,
and you know that your followers on Twitter will see it.
Yeah, there's no restrictions. And that's why I like Instagram too. That's another big one that we like a lot. So definitely those two, Twitter and Instagram. I prefer it.
I think that seems to be what musicians are saying lately, that sort of Facebook is falling by the wayside because of those restrictions.
Yeah.
When did you know that you wanted to make music your career?
Well, like, I always kind of like knew when I was like 11 or 12 when I first started getting into like punk music overall, but I didn't know how you went about it. I guess I kind of like actually knew, hey, this might be a realistic thing when this band started. Because things were kind of like moving the right way that they hadn't before. I've been in like bands before, and like it's just like not that I actually made like a real attempt to make it a career. It's just like, you know, no momentum like actually occurred, but it did with this band. So it became more of like a realistic goal as time went on. I was like, oh, okay, that's how you start to do things more, you know, and like you just kind of picked up on it. I always knew I wanted to do music, but I was like so clueless as to how anyone did it. I just thought it was like, well, you're either in Blink-182, that side of the band, or you're just not, you know. And then it took me a long time to realize that like bands, like really small bands, can actually go out on tour and kind of do it themselves and stuff like that. It took me a really long time to figure that out.
I think a lot of bands, it takes time to figure it out as well.
Yeah.
So what's up next for Knuckle Puck after Warped Tour?
We go home for about a month. We play Riot Fest in Chicago, which is awesome. That's where we're from, so that'll be a lot of fun. And then very shortly after that, we go to Europe for 2.5 weeks, and that's what goes.
So Riot Fest, Chicago.
Yep.
Correct. And you grew up around there. What are some Chicago area radio stations that you listen to?
I know, like I would, like on the way to school in the morning, I would listen to like The Drive or like 103.5. Those are just like really popular radio stations. There used to be one that was kind of like, it was like a pop station, and then like out of nowhere it turned to like oldies. So one day you just turn on the radio and you're like, what's going on? Why are they playing this today? I can't remember the name of it, but like, but yeah.
Switched over on you.
Yeah.
Well, get ready for Riot Fest and a little bit more Warped Tour. Look for a lot more from Knuckle Puck. This is Jackie. Thanks to All Access and In the Key of Change.
Great.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. If you would, I have a